let's dive into it. So the first is a view on my calendar. I work in the browser for most things, and this is the Outlook calendar, but it's not your typical calendar. It's actually the board view. So you can switch back to traditional view anytime you like, but this is the board view. And in this board view, I've got widgets effectively. You can add as many, there's several of them, as you can see. I've only got a few of the options in there. The obvious one is my calendar. I can add more than one calendar if I want, but this is my work calendar. As you can see, I start my week in this board, but keep track of things, but I also work in it. So this is a note. As you can see, I write blog posts. So I'm actually starting, this is the draft of a blog post that I've started with. I'm actually using the goal widget here. The task is complete, so I've marked it as complete, but you can manage that and change it anytime you like. And you can see that you can do other things with the widgets. The other cool thing is that you can move this and shift this around anytime you like. So let me just move it over so you can see the other few. I mean, these are the obvious ones. Because I work across region, I need time zones, weather because I'm in the UK, and that's what you do when you're here. And then last but not least, tasks, managing tasks and adding them, having that in the board is just super handy. So this is the first, and I'm really loving this view. And this function. The second one I need to jump to Teams for, and this is a team where I work with our global customers. We have over 250 customers. And what I want to show you though is the Microsoft list function that we use in a tab. I've just popped it out very quickly just to focus on that. So here you can see this is an activity tracker where we create activities that we'll carry out with our customers, right? This is what my colleague and I work on. And we could use something like Planner, but the very handy thing about this is the way that you can filter things and add columns and different views. So very quickly, let me just filter by old to new. The other thing you can do is add conditional formatting. So one of the columns is status, either planned or done. And this conditional formatting says that when it's still planned, it has an orange background. When it's done, it's a clear background. So that makes the planned items stand out very well. The other columns that we have, I'm not going to show you how to add columns, but it's easy to do over here. Of course, the description for the activity, the owner, the due date, then action types are things like, what kind of activity we're going to carry out. Is it a webinar? Is it just a Teams informational post, etc.? Or is it an admin task? Where we're going to do this, either run a meeting, a Teams meeting, just post something in one of the channels that we have, etc. And then we've got a column for impact. What was the outcome of the activity? Very important. So that's the second one I wanted to show you. Really, really handy. And by the way, there's lots of things you can do when you go into, let me just jump into one very quickly. I can have a conversation side by side with this task in Teams, for example. Here you're just seeing the item as it is, and this is very easy to edit as well. Last but not least, I have to jump to a new tab. This is an obvious one, Edge Collections. I'm pretty sure you've been using this and doing this. Basically, I have a bunch of collections here, and the point is I work very closely. I work with a lot of online content, and so I'm working on Viva at the moment, one of our recent product announcements. And so often when I work with customers, I jump to this and I show them that, the links to that. You can add notes, to collections. That's really super handy. I mean, this, you probably, as I say, do know about this. You can share, collections as well. Just my third super favorite, productivity tool that I use daily. So hopefully this was useful, and some of these tools boost your day in some way or other. Thanks for listening.